Hi guys, how you doing? It's me again, Kiwi, and got a new subject to talk about right now. It goes along in line with the previous subject, which was, or one of the other subjects, which was male biology, how it's a natural place for men to actually go their own way and to actually be themselves, to discover who they are. Well, another one of those very interesting aspects of the male biology and psyche is our alone time. How we go inside of ourselves, how we process stuff, how we sometimes just want to withdraw ourselves from society and just be by ourselves. And in today's exceptionally feminist world, or feminine world, men doing this is just baffles women. Truly and utterly baffles them. So my point today is, if you're actually going through one of these alone times, if you're actually, maybe you're still in a relationship, maybe you're still married, and you're finding yourself actually, getting up a couple of hours earlier each day, and you're just wanting to be by yourself. You're not wanting to have any feminine interaction, but you're doing, kind of a masculine, some sort of masculine project, or you're just wanting to be by yourself. That's a very natural thing to do. It's a very natural thing for men to actually go inward, to go into themselves and just be quiet. And it's even the same for the young, a lot of young boys do this also. They just want to be left the hell alone. They'll just, they'll go and lock themselves in their room for, a couple of hours a day, and just, they just don't want to be bothered. They don't want to be around their mothers. They literally are removing themselves from any sort of feminine contact. That's why I think it's so fortunate for young boys to be close to, some sort of park or nature or something like that, where they can actually go out and just be away from the family house, because the fathers aren't taking them out. The fathers aren't actually taking them away from the mother and teaching them masculine things to do. So it's really very, very interesting, because for men to actually go inward, it's how they process stuff. It's how they think about stuff. It's how we literally, it's just how we can process what we're going to be doing in our lives. And it's in our DNA. It's been part of our biology for, like I said, thousands of years. We would literally go off into the wilderness, majority of the time just by ourselves. Sometimes it was to hunt food for the village or, the tribe. But, a lot of guys would just literally be able to sit quietly and just process stuff. And it's very interesting, because for me personally, I actually started doing this. After years and years and years of giving to, an ungrateful woman, I actually started to build my own race car in my garage. And, I would go out there a couple of hours at night once everything was done and finished, and I would tinker away on that car and I would work on it. And my wife hated it, because it wasn't centered around her. The moment I actually started doing something for myself and started to give back to myself, and see, that's the key, is that alone time, when you're starting to do something for yourself, that's giving back to you. That's rewarding you. It's healing you. It's filling you, because you've been giving and giving and giving for years and years and years. So I have this quiet time. I have a little shop just through there. That's where I work on, the projects that I work on, I just work on one at a time, and I am by myself every day. I do have people come by every once in a while, but 90% of the people actually leave me alone. Like, there's somebody opening up a shed right now. So it's one of those things where what am I talking about? Men need that alone time. They need that time with themselves to heal themselves, to process whatever it is that they need to process. And this, like I said, it happens from young to old. A lot of these young guys, you'll find themselves, like I said, they'll just go lock themselves in their bedroom for hours on end. And if they don't have a male figure in their house that is at least telling the mother to leave him alone, that poor guy, he's most probably not going to have too much of a chance in life, because he's going to end up having a mother that's going to become suspicious of what is he doing in that room by himself. What could little Tommy be possibly doing? And then it grows from there, and it can just become a real issue. But that alone time, that is really interesting. The whole term, the man cave, is more about men going inside of themselves and having that quiet time. It's not really a physical cave. It's just that cold, dark space that's inside of men, that if you're a real man, you're going to start making contact with that. You're going to be reintroducing yourself to that space inside of yourself. So if you're going through a phase where you're just wanting to be left alone and just doing your own thing, and you're still in a relationship or married, that's a very natural place to be in. And so long as your wife or your girlfriend is leaving you alone, that's great. But if you're a MGTOW and you're actually going your own way, and you might be having a hard time with the loneliness, it's something that you'll actually work through. It's something that you'll actually get past. For many years I was having a hard time being by myself. Now I freaking love it. I really, 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 really love being by myself, because the more time I spent by myself, the more I was able to figure out what was going on around me as far as the world was concerned. And the more time I spent with myself alone, when I would come out into society and I'd say watch the evening news or watch some stupid TV show, I'd just be like, holy shit, this world is fucked up. People actually watch the news. So for me, that alone time inside of myself has been very, very, very helpful. In actual fact, it's been incredibly healing. And like I said, in the beginning, it was very, very difficult for me to actually deal with that alone time. But now, no problem. Like for me personally, being in the mountains, in the wilderness, with nobody around me, just listening to the wind blowing through the trees, to me is absolute heaven on earth. And I can't do that enough. The little bit that I do it still isn't enough. So if you're experiencing that right now, understand it's natural. It's very, very natural, and it's very healing. So if you're going through it, yeah, it's awesome. You'll get through it. Trust me. There's times when I thought I wasn't going to make it, and it's like, here I am, and I'm passing what I know on to people. So hopefully I can pass some more information on. Right now, thank you. Thank you for watching, and understand that if you're actually listening to this and it's making sense to you, that's awesome. That's fantastic. So thank you for watching, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments section. If there's something pertinent or something that I see, I'll make a video about it in regards to how that affected me, or how I've dealt with whatever it is. So yeah, definitely. Thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing. Have a great day, evening, weekend. Bye.